changing speed of all of this, can you give us an idea of how fast it's moving east now? We saw Hank Flynn out in Doylestown just a few minutes ago, and he wasn't even really seeing lightning or anything yet. So how long until he starts to see this?
Well, this is moving east, so this is going to head over the Delaware River into New Jersey. You can see the Raritan River over there, Delaware Point, Breeze. I mean, these are, Frenchtown is right along the river. Beautiful town there. And Hank's a little bit farther to the south. So Hank will get some rain. He'll get some heavy rain, and we can see right here, we can even draw a distance of how many miles south he is. But this is moving eastward. So he is not going to be in this per se, because it's moving east into New Jersey, but he's going to get some heavy rain. So he's only 7-8 miles south. So that's not that far at all. He is very close to the cell, but this is pretty compact. And it will be interesting to see when the National Weather Service goes out and surveys damage, how wide a path the storm is and how long it traveled. I think we could find there could be a couple of tornadoes that this one tornado touches down, maybe lifts back up, touches back down in a stronger form. It's going to be interesting to see when the Weather Service actually goes out and sees what this storm did.
And you mentioned with the extension of this warning, Kathy, is there a possibility this system, as you mentioned, could be slowing down?
It could be, or it could be just they have a better grip on exactly what's going on via the radar and extending that because now they know exactly where the storm is. Maybe it's staying on the ground longer than anticipated. So it's just an evolving, fluid situation that's, you know, we're just spectators. We're now casting this. We're just watching to see what this storm is going to do.
And this main part of the radar that we've been looking at, Kathy, is this, if we were to zoom out more, we know there's a lot of heavy rain really in the whole region. It kind of looks like much of the eastern United States. So are we expecting other severe cells to pop up, or is it mostly rain for the rest of us?
Well, you know what? It's very interesting because as we showed on our future radar earlier, the front that this is all associated with, everything is moving toward the south. So it's very likely that we could see in areas where we saw sun today in South Jersey and in Delaware, some storms pretty much popping up and blossoming as well. So as I take a step out, you can see our main focus is Bucks County right now, where we have that Doppler radar indicated tornado. But there is a chance right through the evening that we see more storms popping up in Philadelphia, its suburbs, and even into South Jersey. There is a lot of energy in the atmosphere, and we haven't even seen this part of the storm or that instability getting down into those neighborhoods yet.
Very active afternoon, and certainly going to be an active evening as well. Kathy, you mentioned Hank is about 8 miles south of that heavy cell right there. Hank, let's get back out to you and give us a perspective of what you're seeing. We can see behind you.
I tell you what, Thomas, I was just looking at the FOX29 weather app and finding out that sundown here in Doylestown is supposed to be about 8:17. That's a hard 2.5 hours from now. And you said 8 miles north of me? Man, it feels like about 8 feet north. As you look at that sky, it looks like the sun's setting now. Any color of gray that there is in the spectrum is sitting right over Doylestown right now. Somehow it's darker up high and lighter down low. I don't know which one is the cloud and which one is the sky, but you can see it moving around. It's like a surreal artist's picture, but the sad thing is, or the scary thing is, this is our weather right now. We've heard a little bit of thunder over the last 20 or 30 minutes or so, not enough to really worry anybody, but the way the winds are shifting, the fact that the winds go anywhere from 10 miles an hour up to a 35, 40 mile an hour gust, and it's these clouds moving from left to right, again, west to east, as Kathy says, headed toward the Delaware out over New Jersey. But it's really just put a pallor over the whole area. Typically, this would be a beautiful afternoon here in the northern part of Doylestown. It's almost as though the sun has gone down. Let's turn around so you can get a good idea of the difference. This is what it's supposed to look like even on a blustery, cloudy day here. That's really an overcast day. The cloud's so thick with precipitation over on the other end, guys, that you just can't really see anything. And to be perfectly honest with you, as long as we're out here, Shane and I have been keeping both eyes out for funnels, because why not? We got a warning. Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one. Certainly, if we do, we'll let you know.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
You both stay safe out there. Thank you very much, Hank. We'll bring Kathy and Scott back in now. We did just see sort of a red overlay pop up over the map. Is that a new warning, an extension, or were you just zooming in out there?
That is going to go into sections of Hunterdon County and move a little farther to the east, Shana. So basically, The warning is still in effect for a few counties in the area, so Bucks County, Hunterdon County, and that is extending a little farther to the east, but still until 6 o'clock for all of the areas highlighted in red. But we're still looking at really good rotation. You can see just to the north, say 8 miles away from where Hank Flynn was at, but a lot of vivid lightning with this system, as well as those winds that are gusting likely over 60, 70 miles an hour. But you can still see that tornado icon, those red arrows that are swirling just to the north of the Plumstead area, just to the east now of Bedminster. So right around the Tinicum vicinity is where we have the strongest rotation. So right now, some of the warnings have cleared, but you can still see, I'm going to kind of zoom out so you can get your bearings, that between places like Knockamixon, just to the south of there, Bedminster, north of Buckingham, as you move right along now 202, you are included in this tornado warning, though, but that takes you from Buckingham all the way to the Lambertville area. So places like Lambertville, New Hope, you are included in that tornado warning now until 6 o'clock for sections of Bucks County, but still a lot of rotation showing up on the radar. So what I'm going to do is just kind of zoom out, and you can see that that is really the focus of the severe weather through sections of Bucks County right now, and this will be moving toward the river over the next 15 to 30 minutes, cross